What is up, yo? What is going on? And let's see here. So we're testing the live stream right now. Really, I just came on here to test the settings, the camera, and the mic, and see how everything is working. Let's go. Okay. What are some cool things that we can do? Share screen. Ooh. We can share while we edit. Let's go. Let's pull up Lightroom. Do, 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 do. Let's see. So we're trying to share the screen for Lightroom. There it is. Boom. Okay. So let's edit. Let's see how this looks. All right, let's live stream edit. Oh man, I'm dropping stuff left and right here. Let's see. All right, let's just go ahead and try this live streaming setup. Dropping the screws for my microphone here. Okay, so welcome to live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. This is pretty neat. We got 0 watchers, but it's okay. We're gonna go ahead and just start editing. How about that? Let's go through my workflow. First things first, let's go ahead and adjust the white balance. Oof, as shot to blue. Auto. Bring down some of the contrast. Ooh, I kind of like it like this, a little bit darker. Mm-hmm. And then we're gonna start doing more. Oh, okay. This is pretty neat. I'm like a kid. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm just gonna edit. You know what? We're just gonna edit. How about that? So if anybody jumps in here, welcome to my page. Welcome to my channel. My name is Jorge Rodriguez, and I am a photographer based out of Dallas, Texas. My main photography niche is weddings and quinceañeras. And right now we're editing a portrait session for an engagement session that we did a couple weeks ago. So right now I'm just looking for the look that I want to go for. I like how I darken the entire image, but I want to bring the dodge up on my subject. So I have this preset radial dodge. And then now what I do is I invert it to focus more on more of a spotlight. More of a spotlight for my subjects here. So man, we shot this in the Majestic Theater in downtown Dallas and literally had a few minutes because security was tripping. Man, they were tripping out there that they didn't want me to park my client to park their car out there. So literally they had like 10 cones here and we went ahead and just removed them because they were closed and I didn't care. My clients wanted to get a cool picture with this vehicle. So this classic car. So we did that. We did the damn thing. All right. What's up, everybody? Let's see here. Boom. Mm-mm-mm. To the one person that's here, welcome. I can't see who you are. I can't see, but we're trying out this live stream because one of the homies, Will, was mentioning earlier that we need to start doing this. And I'm about that life. I'm about just trying different things. And we're at the point in 2025 where we're just trying to get out of our comfort zone. And this is what I'm doing, man. I'm just gonna get on here and just edit. And I don't care how long I edit for. I wish I could play music, but I don't know if they'll shut me down. But anyways, welcome everybody. Doing a quick live edit session here. Let's see here. Trying to figure out these chat settings. If anybody's in the chat, let me know what's up. Hey, what's up? What's up? Just coming by to show some support. I appreciate that. Quack comedy. I appreciate that, homie. I This is something new for me, so I'm trying something different. Oh man, I appreciate that. Yeah, this is my process. I have a different process for everything, and right now I'm just trying to kind of figure out a workflow for this client. Um, just kind of going through K-Walk comedy. Gotcha. K-Walk comedy. I apologize about that. K-Walk comedy. I appreciate that. Thank you for clarifying with me. So here we're just doing a quick edit for my client's engagement shoot, and I'm just going to kind of focus on this image, really kind of clean this image up, and I'm just going to show everybody my workflow. Let's see here. First things first, I like to just adjust the white balance. So make sure as shot. It was kind of a cool day, cool afternoon. So I just want to warm it up a little bit and make sure I bring out the tones and the colors. Let's see here. And kind of like that. Let's go back to auto. Let's darken the image down a little bit. Mm. Bring up the contrast a little bit. I usually have presets, but for some reason, this particular one, I don't know if I like it too contrasty. I kind of like this color here. It brings out the red tones on that classic Thunderbird. And of course, I'm going to get rid of some of the items and the distractions in the background. So let's go ahead and focus on that. So we are going to add our remove tool, and let's start off with removing um, this cone back here. Baby steps. Baby steps. We're going to take baby steps in removing certain items. I know Lightroom's AI is pretty advanced. I don't think it's as advanced as Photoshop's Lightroom, but I mean Photoshop's generative fill. Lightroom is catching up and it's doing a fairly good job. But I think Photoshop's uh, AI removers pretty spot on. This is not too bad. Okay, we got rid of the cone. Um, too, not don't care too much on the detail. All right, the next thing is there was a gentleman back here kind of chilling, which was a security guard who was eyeballing me the entire time. This guy was like, "Hey, you can't park there. We're gonna have a show in a few hours." And I asked him, "What time in a few hours?" He said, "4 hours from now." I'm like, "So you're telling me in 4 hours people are gonna show up and go into the Majestic Theater Room in Dallas?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Well, I only need 30 minutes." He's like, "Well, you can't park here." He was being a hater, straight up hater. So we're gonna remove him, gentleman. And to top it off, I Venmo him 50 bucks. 50 bucks just to let me shoot here for 25 minutes. And homie was like, nah, I'm not having it. I'm like, man, whatever, bro. So let's go ahead and just remove him out of the picture. Okay, walk comedy, man. Where you from? I appreciate the love. Where y'all at? All right. Take gum out. Don't want to be disrespectful. All right, that's not bad. Let's see here. I like that. The only thing is it took away the design from the door or the door handles here. But do you think to somebody that doesn't know that there's door handles there, you think they're gonna notice and be like, "Oh man, oh yeah, maybe yeah," because the other ones have door handles. So let's see here. Let's try this again. All right, North Carolina. Well, I appreciate you hanging out, man. Appreciate that. Are you a photographer too? If so, what type of photography are you into, man? And if you have a page, man, share the info in here, man. I love to follow other photographers and other creators as well. I'm new to content creating. Um, I like to post a lot on my social media, but doing this live, it's not me. But I'm trying to get out of this bubble. I'm trying to get out of the shell that I'm in to be able to do this on a more consistent basis. We have some friends here in the Dallas, Texas, some photographer friends that are also doing this, and they keep pushing. We motivate and we push each other to be better and try to work on leveling up each other. And one of the guys, his name is Will. He's a photographer out in Fort Worth, Texas. He's like, man, y'all need to get on this YouTube live. It's just jump on and just have fun. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. I got a few hours to edit. I'm just gonna go in and do the damn thing. And here I am. And I appreciate you guys watching me just talk nonsense and just trying to be on the spot. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna come back in Photoshop and add these brass handles there. But I like the way it looks so far. And of course, we're gonna get rid of this guy back here. So we're gonna pull up our tool. And I'm working a little slower just because I'm trying to keep conversation on here. Usually I'm zipping through all of this and it's making my workflow a little faster. But today I'm just going a little slower and just kind of trying to keep up and be in the moment. Trying to be in the moment. Not a photographer, but I love video and content creation. I do like following photographers. Nice, homie. Nice. Well, based on your name, I'm assuming you're a comedian. And if that's true, I like to come check it out, man. I'm gonna take a screenshot of your name here, and I'm gonna come see if you have a YouTube channel, man. I want to support. I love. I think comedians are they have that's a skill set that not everybody can do, and to be funny and just to know how to hit those punchlines and just make people laugh. You never know. Um, you never know what people might be going through, and just making people laugh. It just kind of changes the whole mood of people. So I love me a good comedy show. Former comedian from way back in the '90s. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, it's all good, homie. What do you do now? Let's see here. This whole setup is like I got my camera here, but I got like two monitors and I got an ultra wide monitor here. So if you see me like looking all the way over here, it's because I should have just focused on one monitor. But let's see here. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna speed through this a little bit faster. Uh, uh, uh. And of course, I got to get all this floor stuff, but I'm gonna do all that in Photoshop. Let's see here. If I can go ahead and change the camera. Let's see here. Again, forgive me. This is my day one of going live on YouTube, and I'm just trying to figure out where all the settings are at. So I'm just trying to see where's my dashboard. Because what I want to do is I want to share my entire screen instead of part of it, since I have to be flipping back and forth to um, through Photoshop. So let me go ahead and entire screen. There we go. Boom. That's what I want right there. We're going to share the entire screen. See, this is what I'm talking about. Damn. Now we get to rock and roll. Let's bust open Photoshop real quick. I'm in Ecuador, an assistant principal. Not so funny suspending people. Oh man, yes. So, uh, it's not so funny suspending people. Well, those Ecuadorians need to learn how to behave. Those students. All right. Now, I love me some Ecuadorian people. They're fun. I have a couple friends from Ecuador. I'm from El Salvador. My mom's from well, originally I am from born in Los Angeles, California. My mom's Salvadorian, my dad's from Guatemala. So I have mix of both Salvadorian and Guatemalteco, very fluent in Spanish. Haven't not visited Ecuador. We've been to El Salvador, Guatemala, Mexico, and that's just about as far south that we've gone. El Salvador, and El Salvador was about 20 years ago, so it's been a minute. I do wedding photography, so I have a client that is getting married in El Salvador next year, and I'm trying to book that wedding. I am trying to do my best to book that event because I think it would be a sweet, sweet destination wedding to go in El Salvador. Not only document a wedding, but then also just go and explore. I've heard so many great things have changed over the years in El Salvador, and that's something that I would love to go experience back now that I'm an adult. Last time I was there, I was young. I was in my teens, so it was a very long time ago. Yeah, it was fun. So yeah, there we go. Boom. The ground looking a little bit better. Okay. All right. Let's just save this. Let's move on to the next. There we go. Uh-uh-uh. All right. Who else is in here, man? If y'all, it's not like I have a big following. For the two people that are in here, thank you so much. Drop your name on the chat so I can salute you. I know K Walk Comedy is in the building. I appreciate the love and thank you for showing some support. Okay, here we go. Let's move on. There you go. That's one. Okay, we're just gonna not do this one. Hey, it is Ben Monzon from DTX. What is up, homie? How are you doing? How are you feeling today, sir? The Bionic Scoop. What's up? Thank you for the love, fellow photographer. Where you from, Bionic Scoop? Let's see here. I think this picture would look dope in black and white. Let's see here. Oof, look at that. That looks sick. That looks good. All right, let's just bring down the sharpness a little bit, bring up the texture. I like this. I like this. Little trick that I've learned in Photoshop. If you really want to get your details in your sharpening tool down, you hold down the command button. I think it's shift on Windows, and then you start applying your mask. And what that's going to do is going to create a mask. I'm sorry, it's the option key. I apologize. Just looking down, trying to. You see how now I'm adding the mask, and what you do in the masking, you bring this guy up and just start narrowing down the details to all the lines. So what I usually do is I bump it all the way up until every edge is nice and sharp. See, right now it's indicating the entire image is going to be sharp, which is cool, but I want all my edges to be crisp. So I'm just going to pull this up a little bit and that takes care of that. Then I just bump up the radius a little bit so that way it makes it really kind of pop out. Now, you may not be able to see the big difference, but once you export this image, man, it's going to look sharp. Las Vegas in the building. What's up? What's up, Las Vegas? Okay. Now, I want want to bring down the dark. So I want to matten down this image a little bit. Too much. Mr. Ben Monzon, how are you doing, sir? You sleepy? How was your day? Let's see here. And for the bionic scoop, what kind of photography you do? Okay, let's open this up in Photoshop real quick. And once I bring it into Photoshop, then we're going to start cleaning up the floor. I hit J for my spot remover and then just start going all over the place and just cleaning up this dirty looking floor. This is the only thing that I dislike about post production, just because when you're shooting outdoors in the streets, man, these streets are dirty in Dallas. There's some dirty streets. But spending a little time just kind of doing the spot heal, removing some of this junk from the floor just kind of changes the image a little bit better. Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. Man, it is cold out in Dallas. There was a wind chill today and it was unbearable. I think, let me look at the forecast. I believe the forecast was forecasted to be in the 20s here in Dallas Fort Worth. But because of the wind, so see currently, yes. So currently it's 29 degrees in Dallas. The low today was 20. But with the wind chill, it made it feel like it was 15 degrees outside. Yes, it definitely was cold. It was one of those days that if you could stay inside, like I did, I stayed inside. I didn't have to go outside today. I didn't have any shoots scheduled. I don't have anything scheduled until the end of the month, which is great because we had a pretty busy wedding season in 2024, especially in the fall of 2024, and it was hella busy, man. I just need a break. Sometimes I just want to focus on other projects, but I know I have client deadlines to meet. So yeah, I am glad that I don't have much going on for the next 2 weeks, which is just editing and focusing on some personal projects. I think this looks cool. All right, we're gonna go ahead and save that. Got the floor cleaned up. So that's before, and there's your after. Oh, look at that. See the difference that if you just spend a few minutes, cleaning up the floor, that looks good. From original. Oh wait, what happened to my original one? Did it disappear on me? All right. I don't know what happened to it. Okay, this is a cool looking picture. Let's see here. Mm-mm. Let's go with El Viejo. Oh, Hider. One of the presets I've purchased from Develop. Pretty cool. One button gets it done. Get rid of this person in the background. How dare you walk in front of my camera? How dare you, sir? Do you not see me taking pictures? Man, I hate. I'm not gonna say hate because that's a strong word. I dislike people that think that they own the streets. Man, I had one time and did a photo shoot in Dallas on a sidewalk, and the building security came out and told me that I couldn't take a picture in front of the sidewalk. I wasn't even taking a picture of the building. I was taking a picture of my clients just walking on the sidewalk, and we just happened to be next to this building. Security came out all tough and said, "Sir, you cannot be out here taking pictures." I said, "This is a public sidewalk. Leave me alone." We took our pictures and left. I think they went back inside to call reinforcements. I don't know. Well, look at what happened here with the FedEx. Okay, so let's just take this into Photoshop better. Get rid of this guy. Before I do that, make sure all my. I just hate it. I just spend so much time just kind of making minor tweaks that I notice, but the client probably won't ever notice. And I just need to stop doing that. Okay. Let's go back to our sharpening, increase our masking down to our lines. Let's see here. So again, if you want to learn how to do this, you hit Option, and on your sharpening section in your detail section in Lightroom, just adjust your sharpening down to the line so that way all the lines are nice and crisp. And then I just bump up the radius probably about 1.9, 1.8 ish. That way it doesn't look too sharp, because then once you start looking too sharp, it starts looking really fake and distorted. And I think that looks good. I think that looks good. I do want to bring the darks down, the blacks down on the groom's suit right there. I like that. Boom. Let's see. And what I always do, and this is a tip, man, especially for the ladies, I like to just zoom in and make sure that, their skin's looking. Sometimes, when it's cold outside, you get goosebumps, and you can really tell in pictures. So you can't tell on this one, but just make sure you double check that. Let's see here. Okay, like this. Let's see. Let's go to my lens corrections. Nope. Let's go my local adjustment. Let's add a radial burn. Let's see. So I'll add a radial burn around the image, and then I'll add a radial dodge around the subject. Where they at? This one. And then invert it to make my subject pop out, and then just bring the adjustment down a little bit. I don't like how it's too far in the ground. It just kind of looks really fake now. So I'm just going to bring the radius down a little bit. There we go. Put more of a focus on the couple. Like a spotlight right there. Just turn the angle a little bit. Boom. All right. I kind of like that right there. Bam. Let's go into Photoshop real quick. Oops. All right, y'all. Man, 4 people. Nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I may just do this more often and be more prepared. I just kind of did this on a whim. I just said, if I don't do it today, I'm never gonna do it. Right. And I think that's something that we just gotta that I personally just gotta get out of that mentality of being afraid and just do it. I just hopped on, I just put on a hat. I didn't care. I mean, I do care, but not like I not wanting to do it. I just that can't be afraid of doing it. And this is the only way any of us get better. Just gotta do it. And for the people that are in here, man, I appreciate y'all sticking in, just listening to me ramble, because I know I'm just rambling. I promise I don't usually ramble. But when you're here and I don't want to just be quiet while somebody's watching, I'm trying to fill in the gaps. And maybe I should just shut the heck up. Y'all need me to shut up. Give me the zip emoji. You know which one I'm talking about, the one with the zipper? Drop that emoji if y'all want me to shut up. I'll stay quiet for 30 seconds. Anyways, hit the generative fill on homie right there. Boom. I like this. That looks way better than I'm telling y'all, the Lightroom's AI generative fill is not as good at lensing. Let me see at the other options that it gives. So I'm looking at the FedEx truck, make sure it looks like a normal box truck. There's one, two. Let me zoom in. And I'm sorry, but I'm very like I it's details that the client will probably never see or care, because they're probably just looking at themselves, which is understandable. But me, I'm more of like, if it bothers me, it's gonna bother me forever, and I won't be able to sleep. So I like this one. This looks more like a box truck, and once you zoom out, it looks good. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's drop up. Let's go ahead and accept the changes. Doom, doom, doom. Now let's clean up the floor. All right. Do, do, do. Any other photographers in here? Hey Ben, how's that new camera coming out for you, man? I know you got that new Sony camera. How's it been going, man? Have you been playing with it? And for those that don't know, Ben Monson, he's my brother. So I appreciate you hopping on here, brother. I love you, bro. Oh man, what happened to his boot? My G got his boot all beat up. Oh man, and that's my bad. I should have never made these changes on. There it is. Never make the changes on the main image. Always create a image, a duplicate of the image, so that way we're not altering the main image. And if we mess up, we can just delete it and start over. Okay. Let's see here. Yep. The little things, man. The little things that take forever. I could have just said F it and leave it like that, but I'm not that type of photographer. If our work is going to be out there for the world to see, you know, you know what I mean? If the world's going to see this and comment, and I know I'm just doing a horrible job on this, but once you zoom out, you're not going to really inspect it like that, right? Right now it looks nasty because we're zoomed in. But once you zoom out, you can't tell, except if you have OCD like me, and it has to be clean. All right. Mhm. Let's see here. All right, I think that looks good. Slowly getting my rig built up. Yeah, man. I would love to see what you got going on. I need some ideas, bro. I need some ideas. Anything that's cost affordable in the pocket. Let's see. All right. Okay. All right, y'all. Let's see. I think that looks good. That looks good. That looks good to me. Let's see here. All right. Probably gonna stay for 5 minutes. I need to get my sleep in. Trying to stay consistent with our workouts in the mornings. It's hard as heck to be consistent with workouts in the morning. The Bionic Scoop went from Sony to Fuji back to Sony. A92 weapon of choice. Nice. Nice, man. Yeah, I'm a Canon shooter for photography, but we also do video. We do wedding photo and video, and we use Blackmagic and um, Z cams for our rigs. And man, we're in the process of swapping everything over to Sony, and it's an investment. Um, it's an investment, man. And as a matter of fact, I just got me a where's it at? Well, it's mounted over there. I got me an FX30, and that's what I was talking to Ben because Ben also just got himself um, a A7 III, I believe. A7 III, correct. Um, so we're transitioning now. Canon cameras, I'm keeping those just because I have too much glass invested. I cannot afford to just switch cameras like that just because of all the glass that I have for those. I have R6s. I want the R3s. Yes, the R3s are good, but I think the R5s are also really good. A couple of photographer friends of mine have R5s, and I've love it. Just the quality on it, just the image quality in itself. But the R6 are holding up. Um, but yeah, we're excited to change over to cinema cameras from Sony just because of the quality. Just the fact that I can there's no record limit on it or time limit. We can import LUTs. I mean, I know I'm sure you could do that with a bunch of other cameras, but it's just the quality, the there's so many other little factors that go into it that yeah, we're slowly switching over to all of those. Just got my video friends hooked up on the FX30. They've done streaming work. Dana White here. Very cool. Very cool. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people use the FX30 for live streaming. Um, I want to use it more for content that I want to start creating. Right now, I'm just using my little Logitech camera, which is doing a job. But definitely, I'm excited. My pocket's not excited about that though. I'll tell you that for sure. My pocket, my wallet, my bank account, my wife. No, I'm just kidding. My wife's supportive, but she's also telling me to chill out. She's supporting and telling me to chill the hell out. Can I say that word? Sorry, not a bad word. I've heard worse on TV, on live TV. Let's get rid of the homeboy back there. Oops. My wallet's screaming at me. I know, man. I know. I was just looking at, and I talked to Ben about this. I was looking at the G Master, the 24 to 70, the G Master 2. Um, just waiting to see if it price go down, but I don't think the price is going to go down on that thing. So I don't know. I guess give me some insight. You know, either the G Masters or the Sigma Arts. Let me know. Let me know because I mean, I've been looking at other YouTube videos and they're saying the Sigma Art is just as good as the G Masters. The only difference, obviously, is the pricing of a almost $1,200 difference in the Sigma Art versus the Sony G Master, and I'm talking specifically the 24 to 70 f2 G Master version 2. Um, I think that one's like $2,300, and the Sigma Art is like $1,200, I believe. So I'm just trying to, if I could save a little bit of money and where it doesn't really, you can't really tell the difference, specifically for video, right? That's what I'm gonna use my Sony's for video. I'm not gonna take pictures with it. I have the high end L series glass with for Canons, but um, specifically for video, if I get a census of, you know what, you can just do just as good with the the, the Sigma Art glass and save $1,000. Save that extra $1,000, put it into my FX3. The Sigma glass is just fine for video. See, that's what I'm talking about. That's you know what? I am gonna place an order after this video because man, I've been contemplating on B&H's website. Like if I pull up my website, the cart has both of them in the cart, and I'm just like, oh, which one should I get? I ran my YouTube video with the A7 III and the Sigma Art 2470. Nice. How was that? How was the quality? Like, did you notice the quality where you're like, I should have just got the G Master? Sigma is perfect for video. Save yourself the money. I could not tell the difference once I've edited and post. Okay, boom, another, another one. That's what I'm talking about. There's a reason why God told me to just get on this life, just to meet great people like you, for sure. Because I've been racking my head and going on forums. I even posted a IG story to get feedback, and man, nobody was. Everybody's like, "Get G Master, get G." I think they just wanted me to spend the money. Get G Master, G Master. I'm like, okay, I don't know if I'm you Sony people. I love y'all, but y'all just want me to get the best of the best. I ain't trying to spend all my money, man. It's just for video. G Master for photo specifically, especially if you blast burst rates. Yeah, no, it's just gonna be strictly video, strictly video. I can't run my A92 at full speed. That's interesting. That is very, very interesting. Okay, clean that up a little bit. Should I try to get rid of this FedEx box in the back? Yeah, I think so. Why not? It's distracting me. Let's go ahead and create a quick mask in here. Let's see how good we get rid of this distraction in the background. We, as in I'm doing all the moving around in the background, is AI doing its thing. Let's see here. Outland Harry, I appreciate the feedback, man. Thank you so much, and I appreciate you hopping in. Guys, this has been pretty cool, man. I may just do this more often, and it's actually kind of slowing down my workflow. Don't think that I'm this slow. I'm just trying to hold conversation with people. I'm usually just sipping in and out, just kind of working through my workflow, but I'm trying to multitask here, which is something that I've been wanting to do for a while, get out of this bubble that I'm in and just try something new. So I appreciate you guys just hanging out with me for real, for real. Let's see here. Sony limits all third-party glass to 15 frames per second, regardless of the motors are equally fast in the lens. Hmm, that's interesting. That's the first time I've heard that. I'm gonna have to make a note of that. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna have to look into this. Again, I'm not a Sony shooter, so this is all new content information or new information for me. So I appreciate that. I had no idea that Sony limits all third-party glass to 15 frames per second, regardless. That's interesting. Well, okay. Save this image. Let's move on to the next. And right now, y'all, what I'm doing is I'm just doing basic edits to the client's gallery. I do other edits where it's more enhanced, more in depth. Oh man, what is going on here? More in depth where we do sky replacement and just really, really just go all out. What the heck with the image? But for these general edits, I just try to kind of keep it cool. All right, there's another one that's duplicates. Let's get that one out of the way. Okay, I don't like that one. That one looks good. Let's see here. A93 can shoot 120 frames burst, but only on Sony glass. Limits to 15 on anything else. Why would Sony do that? I guess because they want them to buy. They want people, the consumer, to buy their expensive ass glass. That's interesting. I had no idea that Sony puts a limit like that on aftermarket glass. Outland Harry, no. So in our wedding videography, we use Black Magic Pocket 6Ks. I'm just getting rid of the Black Magic brand in itself. The file, I mean, the hardware is great, but the quality as far as like the file sizes are enormous, enormous. I'm literally going through 1 terabyte per event, and that's just recording weddings on just one camera. So I'm trying to limit. I'm trying to. We're changing all of our Black Magic cameras and Z cams over to Sony. So I happen to find me a fairly used one for a fairly good price on marketplace. I paid 1,200 bucks, and it came with a 35 millimeter. So I mean, for the deal, I got 1,200 bucks with a nice 35 millimeter 1.8. I mean, it was pretty good deal to start off, and I'm just really trying to switch over. As far as like our video for photography, I use Canon's R6. Eventually, I'm gonna upgrade to R5s, but I'm gonna wait till my camera body's bust before I start spending more. Okay, so here I noticed in her skin she's a little bit cold, so I created a preset to smooth the skin smoother. That's a great price. I suggest 11 millimeter, and 15 millimeter Sony primes with that setup. It's very good in tight areas like small rooms. Okay, but do you get warp on the edges of the video? Right, that's my main concern with going super wide. I don't want the framing to look warped. I know I can fix it in post, but I mean, if I have to do extra work in post, I would rather just try to stick with a 24, or I think there's another one. I think it was a 16 mil, or the 18 to 50. Yeah, that one. There you go. 18 to 50 millimeter. Not at all with the 11 millimeter prime. A little bit on a 10 on the Sigma. Okay. Yeah, that's the other thing I was looking for. Just something I can get a wider angle. I think what I'm going to do with our FX30, we're going to use that as our B cam, and eventually work our way up to get the FX3s. Um, so we have two videographers. So they'll have each an FX3, and then our B cam, kind of our safety shot, will be on the FX30. And if I can get it wider, especially for like ballrooms and during the reception of weddings and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, definitely trying to figure out the best option and not keep investing in glass, and that's the problem that we had. That you start investing in one thing and it doesn't work out. It's like, well, now I'm stuck with it, and I have to spend another $1,000 or $2,000, and it's just like the homie earlier said, my wallet is screaming. Okay, I'm gonna have to look into that 10 to 18, or that 18 to 50 by Sigma. That sounds that sounds like a nice little lens to keep in just for tight spaces. You know what? I've heard, Outland or Harry says, look up the comparison from FX30 versus FX3. The FX30 performs better. I heard so many people say that because of its powerful, I believe, what was the word that they use? Put me on the spot, man. I wasn't even trying to talk gear, but um, you can only see me on the live. Let's see here. So YouTube is sharing your screen. Oh, man. I guess I wasn't sharing my screen, y'all. My bad. I'm over here thinking I'm. Oh, whoops. Let me share my screen real quick. Trying to show y'all myself editing. Can y'all see um my Lightroom, or just me, my ugly mug? Dang. All right, let me try to fix this. All right. Screen share, entire screen. Oh man, my bad, y'all. I'm over here editing. I'm trying to share my screen and edit, and then all y'all see is me and my ugly ass face. I apologize about that, y'all. All right, I started sharing my screen again. Let me know if you can see it. Yeah, I thought I came in here and just using this platform as my therapist and just speaking about my problems. All right, I should be sharing my Lightroom. If y'all don't see that, let me know because I don't know what's going on, and then I'll just stop editing and I'll just talk to you guys. I'll give you guys that. All right, the lookup comparisons. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I mean, shit. If I can get a FX30 that performs better than a FX3, man. What do you think, Ben? If you're still in here, what do you think? Oh man, just me still. Okay, I don't know, y'all. Let's see. I don't know what's going on. I think I broke it. I broke it. Let's see. Um. Whoa. Look at me. All right, man. I appreciate y'all. Hey, I'm trying to figure this out. Fixed. Oh, it was fixed. Let's see here. Let me try this again. All right, let's try this one more time. Sharing screen right now. Do you see me or do you see me inside my screen share? Because earlier I got into the inception. It was like screen after screen after screen. Okay. All right. So let's see here. All right. Love the Sigma Primes, APS-C. Okay. I shot the trio on A6400 on Fuji. What does that mean? Bionic Scoop. I shot the trio on an A6400 on Fuji. Help me understand what that means. Big fan of the Viltrox 27. Okay. Yeah, I heard of that one. I've heard the Viltrox 27, the Viltrox brand. Sigma 56 millimeters, the best for portraits on APS-C equivalent to 85 full frame, creamy black, back bokeh. Okay. Well, there you go. They made a 16 mil, 30 mil, and 50. Oh, I see what you're saying. The trio. Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha. Thank you for clarifying that. Okay. Let's see here. Let's sharpen this up a little bit. And y'all, I really, really appreciate y'all taking the time and hanging out with me. This has been fun for sure. I'm just a small guy based out of Dallas trying to make it big in this photography game so I can leave a legacy of my portraits somewhere on a thumb drive. Okay. Y'all got me acting a fool for now. That and I'm sleep deprived. Last night I didn't go to sleep till maybe 4 a.m. this morning and got up at 7:30, did a workout, and we're still at it again. I promised my wife that I wasn't going to stay up too late, so I'm just going to hang out here for another. You know what? I'm going to hang out 14 more minutes at 11 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll call it quits, guys. So if y'all want to hang out with me for the next 14 minutes and just chit chat with me, I appreciate that. Any of y'all got YouTube channels? If you do, drop the link in the bio. I'll go follow and support as well. All right, there's that. Just make a duplicate of this image. Let's see here. Oh man. So then I think in order to save money, get another FX30, I think I'm not gonna invest into the G Master because the homies on here are saying that it's just as good. Can't notice the difference in the edit and post production. And if you can't notice it and I can't notice it, but my wallet notices, then I think we can do that. What do you think, Ben? And we just get we'll get like one super wide 18 to 50. Call it a day. Oops, let me do this. What am I doing? Okay, get rid of this car or whatever this is in the background. All right. So let me know. Can you still see my face only, or if you can see the screen that I'm editing along with me at the bottom? All right, that looks good. I like this. Get rid of some of this junk. I don't know about you guys, but I am very OCD to things that if it catches my attention, I'm going to clean it up. That's good. That's good. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. All right, let's see here. That might be the move. Yes, sir. I think that is going to be the move. Our pockets, you know what? And then we'll just invest in good glass. More glass. Buy like five FX30s. I agree. I say we buy five or six more. We'll put them all on tripods and we just let them run so we can eventually put it all together and then it'll seamlessly seem like there was five people there working. And then we just get a production van outside the venue and just transition from one camera to another camera and just live stream it that way. What do you think? That's the only problem when working out in the city, but you just sometimes have to know that you're going to be spending more time in post production dealing with objects and people just removing them. So just getting smoother. So for the sake of this last 9 minutes, I'm just gonna power through these images, and I know I'll come back tomorrow and just go and do all the edits and cleanup. So I'm just gonna power through this real quick, so that way we can at least, you know, get some of these images out. I don't like how that looks. Viejo looks good. There we go. Hider is my big brain moves. Yep. Ooh, that one's ugly. Okay. Why is it not sticking? I've noticed that when I use certain presets that they don't stick. So like I'll hover over just to get an idea, and if I select it, it doesn't want to stick. And I have to just click on it and click on it. There we go, like this image. See, like that. I was just clicking on the image. Oh, just taking a little while. Okay, add a skin smoother. I like that. A little bit more sharpening. Are you guys fans of the grainy images? I had a friend of mine just came back from New York who he proposed to his now fiance, and the photographer out there, like he showed me the pictures, and oh, they're good pictures, but damn, homeboy just went to the grain and just said, you know what, we're gonna add grain, and just bumped it up to like 100. I was like, what the hell? Is that how they do it out in New York? I don't know. Anybody here from New York? Not trying to disrespect y'all, but anybody here from New York that loves to bump up the grain to like 1,000%? I don't know, man. The grain stuff is, I mean, it might be for some people. It ain't for me. Let's see here. I like this image too. So what I like to do is I usually like to just do basic color correction on the entire gallery. And then of course I'll do one more run through it and just kind of remove some of the distractions, and then I'll leave it up to the client to make the final selections. A bunch of selections, and let them make the final selections for their gallery, for their prints. I try not to hold back because my sense of liking certain images might be different from yours or the clients. So I don't just give them 5 or 10. I usually give them like 100, 220. And, but obviously I remove the ones that are distracting or not good, like the blurry ones, or just the ones that are just doesn't go with the flow of the session. Let's see, skin smoother. It was a little bit chilly this afternoon, so the bride, I could tell her arms are got goosebumps from the cold. Trying to make that smoother a little bit. Okay, bunch of New York. uh, I've never been, but I've heard that there is a lot on the streets. One crazy thing I'm never gonna do is I'm never gonna go to New York during New Year's. I heard it's not the best experience ever. I heard people have to look. There's the OG hater himself again. See, I told y'all earlier when I started this live. This guy right here, this guy was just grilling me for parking in front of the Majestic. You see, there's like 3 cones here. There's another two over here that I just moved out of the spot because he had like 10 cones right where this car's at. And I said, bro, I was like, you guys don't open the doors for the Majestic show in another 3 hours. I'm not gonna sit here for 3 hours. I just want to spend 20 minutes with my clients, take some romantic pictures, and we'll be out of your way. I'm not trying to take up your whole entire parking spot here. The homie is like, nah, bro, you gotta move, bro. I was like, let me give you $50. He's like, I can't take your money. But he did take it though, because I sold him $50. But he, I guess, because there's cameras there, he didn't want people to see him. So he's like, just sell me $50. But he still stood there like a little hater. This guy. Anyways, we're gonna Photoshop him later. Right now, we're just going through the process. That one's cute. I like this. That one's nice. Like this. Let me just bring down the oranges. Skin tones are a little bit too orangey for me. There we go. Look like they got jaundice. Don't want that. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. Well, it's been fun so far. Had some technical issues earlier, but we're still live. We're still here. We've been an hour in. Hey, Stephanie Monzon. Man, I got the Monzon group here in the building. My brother and my sisters. What's up, y'all? Don't mind me. Just doing some editing, doing some boring stuff. Just here. I was talking about this hater. Look, this guy, I'm telling y'all, this guy was just in my shot the entire time. I'm like, bro, can you like please get out of my way? He's like, nope. And he stood there the entire time. We literally were there for 20 minutes. 20 minutes. And this guy is, I was like, bro, at least go inside for like a few minutes. It's cold outside. It is cold outside. And homeboy was just like, nah, homie, I'm staying here. Jesus. Turn him into a door. I'm about to turn him into a cone. You know what? Let's do that. Let's go into Photoshop and have some fun with this guy. Because the least he could have done is just step inside the doors. But now let's turn him into a cone. And let's see here. Go over this guy. Bam, bam, bam. Turn him into a door. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's turn him into a cone. Let's see here. Cone. Let's see what it does. Photoshop, work your magic. Let's see what it does. um, there we go. That's less. That's less distracting. Oh, okay. So that's option one. Option two. Oh my goodness. There we go. You know what? I think, and I'm not gonna disrespect homie like that. Let's make him into Santa because it was during the Christmas time. Santa Claus. Let's see what let's see what Photoshop does. Oh my god. All right, yeah, a flower pot. I think that's nicer. We'll see what happens right now. Hey, hey man, my homie Santa's trying to get in the door. Oh my god. Oh, Santa's trying to break in. Look at this guy. He looking kind of sus back there. Okay. Yeah. This guy is he's got his Santa jacket on with like a gold dress underneath and some blue jeans and some boots. My goodness. Somebody said flower pot. Okay, let's go with a flower pot. Flower pot. Let's see. All right. Oh my goodness. I should have done that. No. After I got one better because he was being a hater. Okay, that blends in. Okay, flower pot blends in. I think that actually looks nice. It's not as distracting. There you go. That looks kind of good. But just to finish off the night, I'm gonna make it into a troll. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I like the flower pot. If I wanted to put a flower pot, it looks like it would blend in place. Oh my god, that's kind of creepy. Let's see here. There we go. That looks good. So we're gonna leave this troll right there. He does not. He doesn't look like he's out of place. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyways, I'm not gonna do that to my guy. He was kind of cool. At the end, he was like, "I'm sorry, I just doing my job." I'm like, "I get it, bro. I'm not gonna hate on you because you're just doing your job." You know, I should send that one to the couple. I should send that one specifically with the troll and be like, "Hey, I don't know what this is. Did y'all see this guy?" Anyways, y'all, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. We were on here for an hour and 10 minutes. Man, you guys are awesome. I'm not gonna hate on you. I'm just gonna turn you into a troll. Yeah, I'm telling y'all, man. Like every single image, he saw me shooting that way, and like he's still there. Like these are banging pictures, right? I have to go and spend the 10 minutes to get him removed. You know what I mean? It's just like, and then we got the damn dart bus in the way too. All right, that was cute. But yeah. So yeah, that was pretty much it. Just kind of ciphering through some of these images real quick. But anyways, y'all, thank you so much. Se los agradezco mucho. I appreciate y'all joining me for a little bit for this last hour and 11 minutes. First time doing my live stream setup. I really like it. I think I'm going to do more and more of these. I just got to work through my workflow a little bit quicker so I'm not spending 3 hours on 100 images. But anyways, thank you so much. I wish you guys stay warm wherever you might find yourself. And until next time, I'll see y'all. Peace.